Widge the Wiz here. Today we're going to be working on my CBR600 F4i track bike. I got some new tires, Michelin Power Cup 2s, and we're going to be putting them on my motorcycle today. But first, I need to take the wheels off and down to the shop, get them mounted. So today, I'll show you guys how to do that. Here are the tools you're going to need. First, let's get the bike up on some stands. I'm happy to say that this is the last time I'll be using these really cheap ones. I got some upgrades and I'll be using those going forward. Getting to work on the front wheel, let's remove the front axle bolt and pinch bolts from both forks. Power tools are handy but not necessary for this job. Using a small screwdriver, you can insert it into the axle and pull it from the forks. Make sure you keep your axle clean. Put it someplace where it won't get dirty. Finally, unbolt your brake calipers and remove the front wheel. Starting on the rear, let's remove the rear axle. I'm using a hammer here because this bike has suffered some damage and required me to tap on the socket. Now that the axle is broke loose, thread on the nut and gently tap out the axle. This next part is easy if you have a friend. Have them hold the tire as close as they can to the frame while you remove the chain. Alright, so we're heading down to Cycle Gear. I got a buddy of mine there, and if all goes well, he might be able to help us out in getting the tires on a little bit faster than normally we would be able to. Alright guys, I'm down at Cycle Gear in Auburn and I'm with my buddy Zach. Zach, can you tell me a little bit about yourself and maybe a little bit about these tires as well?
Definitely. I'm the manager down here at the store, do most of the tires, deal with pretty much every piece of rubber that comes through and hits on the machine. But these things are super solid. It's a fantastic street summer tire.
What are these tires?
These are the Michelin Power Cup 2s. So they're more sport oriented from the sixth generation of the road tires that they've come out with. They have a softer compound in comparison to a lot of the other touring tires that they come out with, as well as a lot less tread pattern and a lot less step in the interior of the tread. They're gonna grab and heat up a lot faster than a lot of the other kind of like competitors out there. With the bead construction, it translates a lot more road feel and cornering feel through your bike rather than a Dunlop or Pirelli or something with a stiffer bead. But other than that, man, they're a great entry or really solid professional level tire for track use, street use, pretty much anything you want to do, because they're going to perform in any situation you put them in.
So on my CBR600 F4i, the yellow bike, I had a set of, and I think at the time it was either you or one of the other managers had recommended it to me, but I believe it was the Road 2s or something like that.
I think it was the Road 5s or no, it was the Pilot Road
It did have
Pilot Power 2.
Yeah.
Pilot Power 2, that was it. Okay.
Yeah. Now, compare that tire to this one. What am I going to see in terms of difference? Because I've used the Power 2s on the track, right? How's this going to differ? Is it going to be better, worse? Where am I going to have to look out?
More sessions, that's for sure. You'll have a lot more sessions out of it. The compound's going to last longer. You're not going to tear it off or get those track boogies on it as easily because the compound's just going to shred off a little less. And throughout the whole thing, you're going to feel that translation and evenness of the power from your bike onto the road a lot more so than with the Pilot Power 2. So many different Pilot P's.
The whole names in there.
But yeah, with the Pilot Power 2s, they're a super solid tire. No matter what, it's a good kind of entry level into the Michelins, but you definitely kind of get their full package of features out of this with the multi-compound technologies, with the longer lasting tread and the longer lasting just lifespan in general.
What am I looking at for a break-in period on these?
About 100 miles or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if I'm only doing that on the track, do you think it's going to be a little bit shorter?
Yeah.
How long until I can go full out on these?
Probably get like two laps down, and then once you get back and see that shiny cover or shiny coat has came off, and it's more that kind of rough tire finish, kind of like that. Then you're gonna be, oh yeah, you can bring it up for an example, but yeah, you're gonna be a lot happier and a lot grippier with that. You'll be able to see the difference, and then you'll be able to feel it. But say 50 miles in high performance situations, 100 miles in normal day-to-day riding.
All right, makes sense to me. All right, well, Zach, thank you so much for taking the time with me today. I really appreciate it, man. All right, let's get back to the shop. Now that we have the new tires mounted on the wheels, let's get the bike put back together. Let's start off by applying a thin layer of grease to our axle. Again, these parts are easier with a friend, but if your friend can hold the wheel while another inserts the axle, this job is pretty easy. While a friend prevents the axle from rotating with a screwdriver, torque the axle bolt to 44 foot-pounds. It's important that you do this before reinstalling the pinch bolts. Reinstall the pinch bolts using medium strength thread locker and torque them to 16 foot-pounds. Using medium strength thread locker, reinstall the brake calipers and torque the mounting bolts to 22 foot-pounds. Similar to the front, apply a light layer of grease to the rear axle. The rear wheel install is extremely simple. You basically do everything that you did to take the wheel off in reverse order. With the one exception, you need to torque the axle down to 69 nice foot-pounds. All right guys, so that's how you change your tires on your CBR600 F4i. These Michelin Power Cup 2s I think are going to be amazing. I definitely just tested them on my private test course and they were very, very, very nice. These tires still need to get fully worked in, but guys, I really hope I can give you a full review of these once I can get back out on the track. I think the bike is safe enough now to take out on the track, so that should be coming down soon. Give it its first shakedown run. I had Aaron here with me today helping out as always. I really appreciate everything that you do for me and everything, buddy. What did you think about the install overall?
Oh, pretty simple. I mean, swapping wheels is not too bad. So. And the tires felt pretty good, definitely better than the bald ones.
Definitely, those things were scary, guys. I was afraid to go full throttle in any gear. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.
Peace.